evening. I want to say a big thank you for joining. It's day 21, and this channel started exactly on the 2nd of January. And it has been an outwards journey. And it, for me, personally, it has helped me to see what is possible, especially when it comes to honing your skill and trying to make sure that you know what you want and you know what your audience are in search of, and you are able to give it to them. This is one of the reasons why I'm so happy and so glad that I'm doing this. The only simple thing is that everything that has to do with the knowledge that we need to become who that God has called us to be is available. And that we don't have to continue to allow people to push us down or to give us reason why we should not believe in our dreams. I want you to see it as something you must start doing from this day going forward. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to yourself more than ever. Do you understand what I mean? Come off of that escape loop where you will always be saying, I want to do this thing. I think next week, I think I will do this thing. And I'm also talking to myself because it is very important. So I will do it. To I want to do this thing. And to you actually doing it and not giving excuses. Because most of the thing that we have not realized is that anytime we are full of excuses, there is hardly anything we can get. When you make excuses, you can't make income. So you either take one or you forfeit it. So this is one I want us to encourage us with this line of thought and to always tell us that the only people that will end up there 2026 successfully are those people that move away from just being interested in something to being committed to it. So I want you to look at the difference. I want money. To you now going all the way to see and commit to those things that will make you earn money real time. And first thing you must first start the journey is you want to know what you want. You can't be confused. There must be clarity. What do you want? Define it. If you say you want money, it's still not clear. Want money. If I give you $100, is that the amount of money you need? If I give you $10, is that the amount of money you need? You have to come to that place where you know what you want actually. Because what you don't know, how will you get there? How will you get it done? How will you get it achieved? So when you look at making money, one of the things that I realize is that there is no hanky-panky and there is no mirage and there is no one melodramatic actions or whatsoever that is hidden or that is so secret in money making. Making money answer to two things. You have to acquire a skill. You have to have something that you can exchange. You have to have something attractive, a value that can be a means of exchange for you in the marketplace. And then you have to have a system that can make that into work. That's why you can wonder how so many people are talented, but are they really rich? Are they wealthy? No, many of them have not successfully come up with a system that will help them rebrand and repackage that skill or that asset in such a way that they can begin to generate income on a residual basis and on a continuous basis. So I want you to remember this thing, that making money is easy if you know you have a skill set, you have the tool set, and you have the action set. Those are the three sets that must complete. You need the skill set, the know-how. You need the tools, the tool set. What are the tools? What are the platform? What are those enabling environment that you need to package it with? And then the action, because you can have all those tools. When you don't take any step to get yourself out there to start, it's still going to become nothing. So I want to encourage you today that on our journey, it is only the person that walks, that takes the action, that gets rewarded. And I want you to look at the scenario in our 9 to 5 or in anywhere you see. You will have come up to discover that why is it that those people that work the hardest, they are not the ones that are paid the best. They are the ones that pay the least, that get paid the least. What is the irony behind that? That is why, if you remember the Warren Buffett, there's this comment that quote by Warren Buffett that said, "He that does not know how to work, how its money, to make its money work, that person will work forever for money. So if you don't know how to make your money to work for you, you will continue to work for money. So that is why every one of us must come up with that understanding and to begin to work smartly, to look at what are those tools, how can you maximize your productivity, how can you begin to do more, achieve more with little. Within the space of the 24 hours you have, how can you repackage that your 24 hours such so a way that you will be amazed at what you're able to come up with. These are some of the secrets that I've been getting that is helping me to change my paradigm and my worldview with regards to making money. I also want to remind us that you should remember to put yourself in the calendar, that you are worthy. Enough of those days that you work yourself all around the clock and you're so tired, faxed out, passing out, and at the end of the day, you cannot even enjoy all the time you have gone to spend. So you have to begin to put yourself, prioritizing yourself, learning to say no constantly, because no is a complete statement. Because if you don't, you will just see that you get yourself in a space where you're completely burned out and overwhelmed. And the reason why you are having all this is because you did not spend time to manage yourself, to leverage on time, to leverage on other people's time, leverage on other people's money, leverage on other people's attention. And that is how the world is. So in today's session, what I have in mind to talk to us about is, as long as we are still in this digital world and we are learning to unravel how we can also get paid digitally by marketing our assets, by packaging it in form of an exchange, we must never forget that the only way we can stack revenue in such a way that it can become a residual income that keeps flowing is that we must intentionally build a framework behind it. We must be intentional on how we can build a framework. If you want to earn 10K for example now, then how can you get 10K in a month? First, break it down. How many clients do you have to get in a space of 30 days that it will convert to a 10K? Because if you don't have that system in place, you can't predict that you will have that income. So, and I have also warned and I've also advised that we should never be beclouded with whatever one single income we are having now, because it will not take us any far. So we must begin to see how the role of digital products, how it can help us to change that narrative, and why you can use the tool, the webinar, as a very potent one to convert better. And look at it. Think about it as an income architect. Like if you have a webinar, how many people can you reach at a time to tell them what you want to do, compared to you doing one-on-one meeting one person? So if you want a 10K income at the end of the month, if you have a product that's 200 or that is $50, or let's say 500. So if you have 100, that is 5K. So you can see it that way. Or if you have $1,000 worth of a product and you have 10 people sign up, can you see? So you have to break it down to know the number of people you need, and that will help you to be able to know how to do a step-by-step mapping out system that can help you to close them and have them. And so this is income that is designed. If it's not designed, it is not going to be discovered. And if it's designed, that is only way digital entrepreneurs, that is how you can grow your business or anything you want to do with intention. So I want us to begin to think of how can we move away from just building to refining the system. You don't just build something. When you build it, how can you do that building to simplify it in such a way that there is a system behind it that will continue to refine it? If you do it once, okay, it didn't work. What do you think you can work and tweak and re-add and plan again to actually get to the result you want? Because that is actually the meaning of doing something. That is success. When you are repeatedly trying something and you are not repeating the same mistake that you made before. This is how success is being done. So I want us to see how this can change our perspective and everything we decide to do from now, starting from now. We need to design a blueprint to stack that will help us to stack income strategically. And there is no guesswork here. If you want to get monetized with your digital asset, you must know that there is a place where you have to hone your skill. There's a place where your confidence will grow simply because you have taken time to clean up. Because what I have in mind that I wanted to talk about before now is that all the foundation that we have built, the only place you can see it materialize, whether you have the right mindset or whether you have the right product, whether you're able to build traffic that draw traffic to it, whether you have been able to build trust among people you have and you're able to get them to know you, to be able to want to part their income with you, and then you have a good retainership or follow-up system, and you're able to own a product that you call yours. Every of these things can work once. But if you want it to become a repeated, intentional streams of product, then you have to learn how you can start those products intentionally and beyond. So you know that you can't just be relying on one source, because that will bring stress. And then when you have all these other assets, it is going to give you a mind that will be full of rest. It will help you to grow in a way that you will not be thrown in here and there. And 10K is not just one big idea. It is a smart structure that one idea can spread and bring that to your doorstep. And when you look at 10K, any 10K a month, it requires a lot of work, a massive work, and in reality, let me tell you, it actually does not. If you can combine smaller steps and you can align them in a streams of framework, you will be shocked what you'll be able to do in a month. You'll be shocked in 3 months where you will find yourself, because the back end of this thing is that once you don't give up trying, when you keep on putting in the effort, every day as you go down, you are going to be finding new step, and you will be better off than somebody that's still wishing, that is saying, oh, one day I will do it, to you committed to doing it. So you now begin to see, from doing a free program, free webinar, where everybody comes to want to learn and want to see actually if you know what you want to give them, if actually the problem they have, you have the solution to it. It is in that same place you are going to see those people that are ready to pay, to have the wisdom you have exchange for them, to have you buying that wisdom and to use it to leverage, so that they are not spending hours to go and be trying it out or be watching 1001 YouTube before they figure it out. They want your experience. And because they know if they can buy your experience, they can get it done faster. And you know that success loves speed. And so many of us that can be able to relate to this, we will be able to see why should not be anything that should stop you from paying the price you need to acquire the knowledge you need to change your life. I repeat, once you can pay that price, because nothing ever is free. If you don't pay for your income, if you don't pay for your knowledge today, you will pay for the ignorance. That is how life is. There is no vacuum anywhere. So when you know the meaning and what that thing meant for you, you know the why behind you wanting to get this stream of income, right? You know the why behind you not continue to remain in this same spot. Then you are willing and ready to pay the price for you to get it. And when you are ready to pay the price, you don't surround yourself with just any kind of people. You want to make sure that the people that are behind, that are speaking, that are talking around you, they have the same mindset. They are going the same way. They can encourage you to go for it and not talk you out of it. And in reality, I want you to see that what works is when you have a core digital product, like we've said. What are those main core digital products you can think about that is so easy to have? You can think about ebook. You can think about a mini course or a guide or a journal. These are easiest one that you can start it. And if this is the foundation you start with, you can use it to establish the authority you want people to have about you when they see you. Because from that small ebook, people begin to read it and they're able to find value. They begin to position you differently. They begin to perceive you differently, and they are able to get you the attraction you need from them. And when you attract the right people, then the right people will bring the buyers and they will become your clients at the end of the day. I always find it easy to do what I know love to do best. Like I told you earlier, I have a publishing firm, Loretta Consulting, and there we've helped numbers of hundreds of aspiring authors become published authors within 90 days or less. And it has been my joy to be part of those progress. And when I see people testify, and I'm always full of gratitude to God to helping me also be part of that story. So what I want to encourage every one of you listening out there for me is to see that you also begin that journey for yourself. How do you want to start? What help do you need? What is that core topic that people keep on coming to you to ask questions about? What is that one thing that you can talk about for hours without being interrupted, and you will never feel tired of talking about it? Identify that one topic. Identify that one thing. Take your time to develop talking and ranting about that thing and recording yourself. By taking gradual recording of those things, you will be shocked at how you can be able to write 1,000 words in an hour, and in the series of 1 week you will be shocked that you have written like 5,000 words, and that is enough a book for a start. So I want to encourage you to stop being interested, to being committed, to stop saying I want to write my book, to say I will, to I want it and I'm doing it, whatever it takes. And help is good. And I want you to reach out. If you need a mentor, you need a guide, you need someone to work with, send me a DM and send me a comment in the comment section, and I'll be willing to see how we can partner together to help you bring about your first book without burnout and without any form of overwhelm. Because this is why we exist. Nobody is supposed to be living life alone or doing life alone. There is a part of us that when we come together, we keep each other, we support each other, and then we go all in and we see a new life and a different us emerging. So I also want to remind us that there are different forms of methods that you can get yourself started in this way. You can either go the PLR way, you can either go the MRR way, or you go the route of which you want to do by yourself. And every one of them is okay, but you just want to see where you think can work best for you. If it's the affiliate is selling other people's products. Any product that you think is aligned with your core value or with your passion, and you sell it, and you get a percentage, a huge percentage of that commission coming to you without doing anything. And also we talk about you having MRR, master resale right, of which you can own an item or a product digitally, and you can sell it and make 100% income on it. Or PLR, it is already done, you can tweak it and own it and turn it to yourself, to your own product, and you can start marketing right away from. And you can look at some of the stacking. How can you start? Some people don't know how to price their product. Some people look at it, price it too low or price it too high. You must be able to have both products in different price ranges, so that if somebody is not able to go with the high ticket premium one, they can have something in between, mid ticket or the low one. Like look at my first book that I just talked to you about. By the way, I'm going to be having my 3rd anniversary next week, Wednesday, and it's a 8 days long activity, and I'm going to be doing a lot of giveaway. So I encourage you to keep it logged in. If you're watching me and you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and click the subscription bell. Also click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we go live with this 30 days journey. So I'm also saying that to you so that you can look at a book as the low ticket, $20. Mid ticket is small mini course, and high ticket offer. Maybe I'm having a coaching one-on-one or a group coaching, or I'm having a course, depending, or a done for you program whereby I will help you set up everything. So those are the ways you want to think of pricing, and in that way, when you have those 3 different tiers, you will not be boxed in to only waiting for only the premium people, right? If you don't have it. So You will just be selling at every way. So it's just not one person you are waiting for. You can sell, and this can guide you to have a step-by-step value ladder through which anybody that comes in as a lead, they can always find their way and find what suits them in that ladder to getting their clarity sorted and to getting the solution. So when you look at a webinar, it allows you to teach. A webinar allows you to teach deeply. It helps you to exchange, your knowledge in such a way that people have more time to be able to condense and to understand what you are passing across. It also helps to answer any form of objection that the people are having in their mind, and also shows structure on how they can work with you. And at the end of the day, whenever you introduce your offer, it is you looking forward to inviting the committed people that really want this solution you have, so that they can get committed by either signing in for your offer or signing in for your program or for the next thing you want them to do. So this is how webinar converts, and I want to encourage every one of us that this blueprint, when you work it rightly, it will show you how you can design your income in such a way that intentionally you start them strategically and you remove every form of guesswork away from you being monetized. This is the secret to everything, and common mistake that people do is trying to do everything at once. I want to encourage you that you start with one, because order matters. When you try to stack your income in a way that is chaotic, it tells on you. And so that's why I want to encourage you to list your current income sources as of today. What are those sources of income you have? What are those other areas that you think you can do better, you can add to it, and decide what you are going to build to make that income leg begin to function. And once you do that, you will always see that clarity will help you to scale in a way that you can never imagine. So that is what I have for us today. So I look forward to you to joining me in this 10K Blueprint webinar. I'm going to be having a webinar next time, the first weekend in February, and I'm going to be sharing the details with you so that I can walk you through how you also can use the wisdom you have and package it in form of a webinar, and you can be able to convert massively as you have desired to be. And this is where I'm going to be stopping. I hope you find value. I want you to please reach out if you need help, and if there's any question you have, also please drop your questions. I will be so glad to take you to and walk you through every questions that you have. And so also, if there's no any question, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, and I want to see how far you have been able to do. What have you been able to get worked on? What are you doing next, or what are you committing to doing after we are done with this webinar? Because I believe every one of us, we have what it takes. It's only the only missing link is maybe you don't have a guide, you don't have a coach, you don't have a mentor, and I am here to work with you to see that you progressively walk your path to that solution. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Please subscribe, like, and share to your friends and loved ones, and let's keep it locked in. Let's continue to work on our skill and on our system until we become an asset that the world cannot say no to. Until I see you next time, please be your best, do your best, and don't give up on your dreams. Always remember to say yes to yourself. God bless you. Bye.